Good evening and welcome to the 112th inauguration in the city of Nashua. We had a few changes because of the winter storm, and the agendas changed a little bit this evening, but my name, for those that don't know me, is Richard Dowd. I'm the Ward 2 Alderman-elect, and the Inauguration Committee welcomes you this evening. It was myself, former Alderman June Karen, who can't be with us this evening, Alderman-elect from Ward 7, Tim Sennett, and the Nashua City Clerk, Dan Healy. So at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for this evening, William Barry. Attorney Barry is a native of Nashua, New Hampshire. He graduated from the College of the Holy Cross with an A.B. in economics and received his Juris Doctorate degree from St. Louis University Law School in 1984. Bill has been a member of the New Hampshire Bar Association since 1984 and the Massachusetts Bar Association since 1985. He is presently a partner with Barry and Honorot, attorneys at law in Nashua. Bill's a third-generation Nashua native whose grandfather, William H. Barry, was mayor of Nashua from 1911 to 1914. Bill has supported Nashua Charities and other nonprofit organizations for many years, serving on various boards and committees. It's my privilege and honor now to bring up to the stage Attorney Bill Barry.
Thank you, Alderman Dowd, and welcome everybody. Before we begin our ceremonies, I would like to ask the combined honor guard of the Nashua Fire Department and Nashua Police Department to post the colors. Please stand and place your hand over your hearts as the flag passes by.
Left, right. Present up.
I call up Richard Dowd for the Pledge of Allegiance.
If you would all stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. Okay. Call up Alan St. Louis for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh,
Please remain standing as the combined honor guard of the Nashua Fire Department and Police Department retires the colors.
Forward, up.
Please be seated. So again, good evening and welcome to the swearing in of our city government. I think it's appropriate that in this kind of intimate setting that we are so close to the color guard that presented the American flag and our state flag with our defenders, the police and fire, singing the Star-Spangled Banner. That's what draws us together as a community, as a state, and as a nation. I would like to begin by extending my sincere congratulations to all the newly elected officials and wish them success in all their endeavors. I'd further like to congratulate them and thank them on my behalf and the behalf of the community for running for office. And we should remember their opponents who also ran for office. It takes guts, it takes courage, it takes time, and takes commitment to put your name on the ballot, and you all should be congratulated. Equally, if not more, are your families that should be congratulated for allowing you to run. The time spent, the efforts made, the commitments they need to do in supporting you, quite frankly, almost far exceed what you will do because you chose to do it. They follow you. So those in the audience who have your family up here, congratulations and thank you. Now I would like to introduce the incumbent city officials who are here today observing the swearing in of the new boards. The special guests who are on the stage are as follows. Incumbent members of the Board of Aldermen, Alderman Shoshana Kelly, Alderman Gloria Timmons, Alderman Melbourne Moran Jr. Incumbent members of the Board of Education, Neil Claffey, Christina Darling, Regan Lamphere, and Heather Raymond. The following newly elected Board of Education members: Jennifer Bishop, Shawanda Daniels-Williams, Sharon Giglio, Rob Johnson, and Kirsten Prin. The following Board of Education student representatives: Warren Farley from Nashua North and Thenius Miras from Nashua South. The incumbent present Board of Public Works: June Lemon and Paul Shea. The incumbent members of the Fire Commission: Marianne Malaysia Golja and John Steer. The following city officials are also here: City Clerk Daniel Healy, Fire Chief Steve Buxton, Police Chief Kevin Rourke, Corporation Counsel Attorney Stephen Bolton, and Superintendent Mario Andrade. With that, I'd like to introduce City Clerk Dan Healy, who will now come to the podium to announce the results of the November 7th, 2023 city election and our newly elected city officials who will be sworn in to the respective office. City Clerk Healy.
Thank you. We are assembled here today for the inauguration of the 112th city government of the city of Nashua. The Alderman at Large elect, Ward Alderman elect, Board of Public Works elect, and Fire Commissioners elect are assembled on this day, agreeably to the provisions of the Charter of the City of Nashua, for the purpose of taking upon themselves the oath of office as required by law. Corporation Counsel Stephen A. Bolton will administer the oath of office to the newly elected city officials on the Board of Public Works, Fire Commission, and Board of Aldermen. I will begin with the Fire Commission and ask that the newly elected officials stand as I announce your names to take your oaths of office. The results of the votes cast for Fire Commission was duly canvassed by the Board of Aldermen as by law provided, in it appearing therefrom that Kevin Burgess, Thomas Kelly, and Gary Lambert have been duly elected members of the Fire Commission of the City of Nashua, and they are qualified as such for ensuing 4 years. Corporation Counsel Stephen A. Bolton, will you please administer the oath of office?
Fire Commissioners, raise your right hands, please. Do each of you solemnly swear that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all of the duties incumbent upon you as a Fire Commissioner of the City of Nashua, according to the best of your abilities and agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City Charter and the Constitution and laws of the State of New Hampshire, so help you God? Congratulations.
The results of the votes cast for the Board of Public Works was duly canvassed by the Board of Aldermen as by law provided, in appearing therefrom that Manny Espatia and Matty Gregg have been duly elected members of the Board of Public Works of the City of Nashua, and they are qualified as such for the ensuing 4 years. Attorney Bolton, will you please administer their oaths?
Commissioners, do you each solemnly swear that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all of the duties incumbent upon you as Commissioner of the Board of Public Works of the City of Nashua, according to the best of your abilities and agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City Charter and the Constitution and laws of the State of New Hampshire, so help you God? Congratulations.
The results of the votes cast for the office of Ward Alderman was duly canvassed by the Board of Aldermen as by law provided, in appearing therefrom that Tyler Govea, Ward 1, Richard A. Dowd, Ward 2, Patricia S. Klee, Ward 3, Thomas Lopez, Ward 4, Ernest A. Jetty, Ward 5, Christopher Thibodeau, Ward 6, Timothy Sennett, Ward 7, Derek Tebow, Ward 8, John Sullivan, Ward 9, have been duly elected Ward Aldermen of the City of Nashua and are there qualified as such for ensuing 2 years. Attorney Bolton, will you please administer their oath?
Alderman, would you each raise your right hand? Do you each solemnly swear that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all of the duties incumbent upon you as Ward Alderman of the City of Nashua, according to the best of your abilities and agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City Charter and the Constitution and laws of the State of New Hampshire, so help you God? Congratulations.
The result of the votes cast for the office of Alderman at Large was duly canvassed by the Board of Aldermen as by law provided, in appearing therefrom that Laurie Wilshire, Michael B. O'Brien Sr., and Benjamin Clemens have been duly elected Alderman at Large for the City of Nashua, and they are qualified as such for the ensuing 4 years. Attorney Bolton, will you please administer their oath?
Alderman, raise your right hands, please. Do you each solemnly swear that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all of the duties incumbent upon you as Alderman at Large of the City of Nashua, according to the best of your abilities and agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City Charter and the Constitution and laws of the State of New Hampshire, so help you God? Congratulations.
The result of the votes cast for the office of mayor was duly canvassed by the Board of Aldermen as by law provided, in it appearing therefrom that James W. Donchis has been duly elected to the office of mayor of the City of Nashua and is qualified as such for the ensuing 4 years. The Honorable William Berry will administer the oath of office.
Mayor Donchis, I've had this honor a few times swearing you in and meeting with you, and I always wish that the inauguration committee would have a box so that the height disparity would cut down a little. But raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all of the duties incumbent upon you as the mayor of Nashua according to the best of your abilities, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the city charter and the Constitution and the laws of the state of New Hampshire? So help you God. I do. Congratulations. Mayor Donchis for remarks.
Well, thank you all for coming to our abbreviated inauguration ceremony because of the snowstorm on Sunday, and I have really, as a result, only abbreviated remarks. I will have the opportunity to talk about the progress we've made and the vision, our vision for the future for our community at the State of the City address, which will come up in February. But again, I want to thank you all for coming, mostly family and close friends. The PD, Deputy Fay, and members of the Police Department, Jim Tollner from the Commission, Chief Buxton, I saw Chief here, and other members of the Fire Department, Superintendent Andrade, and members of the, and oh, I see Chief Rourke, I didn't see him up here at the beginning. Chief Rourke, thank you for coming. And members of our school department, Jen Bishop, and the other members who are here. We together, up here on the stage, have the honor of serving our community, of making Nashua a great city already, an even greater one. And I look forward and call upon everyone to work together to move our city forward. We've always done this by respecting each other, by being kind to one another, and I'm confident that we will be able to continue to do this over the next 2 and the next 4 years. Our goal, of course, is to make our city a community where people will prosper, live healthy and happy lives, successful careers and family lives for generations to come. So we together are working together to advance the lives of all Nashuans, 91,000 plus. And there are many things that we will be working on together, the safety of the community, good schools, a strong infrastructure, housing, and all of the other issues and problems that we face here in Nashua. But I, again, am honored to serve and be elected. Thank you to the citizens of Nashua. It is my honor to have been elected again to serve the community. It's been a wonderful experience, and I will, of course, I'm excited and look forward to working on behalf of all of our citizens for the next 4 years. So let's all work together. Congratulations to everyone, and let's have a great next 2 years. Thank you.
So this nearly concludes the formal ceremonies for the inauguration of the 112th government of the city of Nashua. I can't help but think what my grandfather, who was sworn in 113 years ago, would think. He'd be so proud of what this community is, what it's become, and you leaders have brought us here today and since that time, so congratulations. The Board of Aldermen will immediately begin conducting the organizational meeting. Would they please remain seated, and the city clerk will take the podium for the organizational meeting. I would ask the city officials, except for the mayor, the members of the Board of Aldermen, and Corporation Council, to exit the stage at this time so that the organizational meeting of the Board of Aldermen may convene. Clerk Healy.
At this time, I'll call the organizational meeting of the Board of Aldermen for the 2024-2025 term to order on Tuesday, January 9th, 2024 at 6:25 p.m. I will open with the prayer, and Corporation Counsel Stephen A. Bolton will lead us in the pledge to the flag. Almighty God, we have the high honor and the serious duty to manage the affairs of the beloved city. Fill us, O God, with a spirit of unity and understanding, which enables us to face our multiple problems with a serene mind, with justice and charity for all, so that any and all decisions made by us will always be for the betterment and greater happiness of all our fellow citizens. So help us God. Amen. As with past organizational meetings, I will conduct the meeting until a president has been selected, at which time I will step down and the president of the Board of Aldermen will preside. I will begin by calling the roll. Alderman Wilshire.
Here.
Alderman O'Brien.
Present.
Alderman Clemens.
Here.
Alderwoman Kelly. Alderwoman Timmons. Alderman Moran. Alderman Govea.
Here.
Alderman Dowd.
Present.
Alderman Clee.
Here.
Alderman Lopez.
Here.
Alderman Jetty.
Here.
Alderman Thibodeau.
Here.
Alderman Sennett.
Here.
Alderman Tito.
Here.
Alderman Sullivan. Also in attendance is His Honor Jim Donchis and Corporation Counsel Stephen A. Bolton. I will now open the floor for nominations for the President of the Board of Aldermen. Alderman Dowd.
Yes, I would like to nominate President Alderman Wilshire.
Alderman Dowd nominates Alderman at Large Laurie Wilshire for President of the Board of Aldermen. Are there any other nominations?
Mr. Clerk, I would like to move that the nominations for our president be so closed.
Alderman O'Brien moves to close the nominations. The motion before you is to close the nominations. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. The motion now before the board is on the election of Alderman at Large Laurie Wilshire as President of the Board of Aldermen for the ensuing term. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Alderman at Large Laurie Wilshire is declared President of the Board of Aldermen for the 2024-2025 term. The oath of office will be administered by Corporation Counsel Stephen Bolton.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all of the duties incumbent upon you as President of the Board of Aldermen of the City of Nashua, according to the best of your abilities and agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City Charter and the Constitution and laws of the State of New Hampshire, so help you God? Congratulations. Thank you.
At this time, I'll turn the meeting over to President Wilshire.
Good evening. I'm going to call for nominations for Vice President of the Board. Alderman Moran.
Thank you, Madam President. I nominate Michael O'Brien Sr. as Vice President of the Board of Aldermen.
Further nominations? Alderman Dowd.
Make a motion to close nominations for Vice President.
Motion is that the nominations be closed. All those in favor? Say aye. Opposed? That motion carries. sorry. Alderman, sorry? Yeah, we have to vote for Vice President, yeah. So all those in favor of Alderman at Large Michael O'Brien as Vice President of the Board, say aye. Aye. Opposed? That motion carries, and congratulations, Alderman O'Brien. Sworn in by Attorney Holt.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all of the duties incumbent upon you as Vice President of the Board of Aldermen of the City of Nashua, according to the best of your abilities and agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City Charter and the Constitution and laws of the State of New Hampshire, so help you God? I do. Congratulations.
Let's go now.
I'm going to call on the city clerk to distribute the envelopes containing the numbers for the drawing of the seating in the aldermanic chamber. Mr. Clerk.
Have them up nicely.
So I'm going to call on Alderman Clemmons to tell us which seat number you have.
Okay. Oh, I just put it away. I am seat number 8.
Thank you. Alderwoman Kelly.
14.
Alderwoman Timmons.
2.
Alderman Moran.
3.
Alderman Govea. 5. Alderman Dowd.
13.
Alderman Clee.
12.
Alderman Lopez. 6. Alderman Jettie.
10.
Alderman Thibodeau.
4.
Alderman Senate.
9.
Alderman Tebow.
11.
And Alderman Sullivan.
7.
Thank you very much. Now I'm going to call for nominations of 3 members to the Board of Health. Alderman O'Brien.
Board of Health.
Madam President, I would like to nominate Charles T. Capetta, Anthony Storage, and Stephanie Wolf Rosenblum as members of the Board of Health for the ensuing 2-year terms.
Do I have a motion to close the nominations? So moved by Alderman Clemmons. Thank you, Alderman Clemmons. The members of the board will be sworn in at a later date, members of the Board of Health.
Madam President, I think we have to vote on that, not those.
Yes, we do. So the nominations for Board of Health were Charles Capetta, Anthony Storrs, and Stephanie Wolf Rosenblum. Those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? And they are nominated and will be sworn in at a later date. Committee assignments by the board president. Donna is distributing those now. Do I have a motion? Alderman O'Brien.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to move that the committee assignments for the 2024 to 2025 term by the President of the Board of Aldermen be accepted by voice vote.
You've heard the motion. Is there discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Okay, well, thank you all for being here tonight. I'd like to thank the Inauguration Committee for all the work they did, finding us a new place last minute. Also would like to thank the Honorable Mayor, fellow members of the Board of Aldermen, and citizens of our great city. It's with great humility that I accept the role of president for this august board for the upcoming 24-25 term. I'd like to thank everyone here this evening for supporting the incoming Board of Aldermen and the mayor, of which many are familiar faces, with a few new faces filling in. Welcome to all of you, and thank you for your interest in serving our community. This is a great responsibility, and one that should not be taken lightly. There's a lot of work ahead to make this a better city than how we found it. With that said, some hard decisions and some unpopular decisions are going to be made. What's important is that we remember we are doing the work of the people who have put their faith in us to do so. I encourage each of us to reach out to the member in the next seat. Ask for an opinion, ask for advice, or ask a question. No one of us has all the answers, but collectively, when we collaborate, we can make good things happen in this city. With Nashua having been awarded so many accolades, best run city, safest city, and all the other fine accolades, let's make sure we pass good legislation to keep us on track with our good reputation as has been built by those who came before us. We all know that many challenges lie ahead. Let's get to work. Supposed to look for a motion to adjourn. Do I have a motion? Alderman O'Brien.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to move for the adjournment of the organizational meeting of the Board of Aldermen of January 9, 2024.
You've heard the motion. Discussion on that motion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Nay. And we are adjourned. Thank you.